Good morning, students. So, today I am going to start the new chapter, that is chapter number 8, that is Fundamentals of Anatomy, Physiology, and Kinesiology in Sports. And come to the before going to the learning outcomes, simply I want to tell you about related to the anatomy, physiology, and kinesiology regarding this chapter. That is, uh, the word anatomy is derived from the Greek words ana and tomy. It means ana means apart and tomy means to cut. In simple, anatomy is the study of the shape and structure of the body of organisms or living beings. Now come to the physiology. Physiology. In physiology, the functions of various systems such as respiratory system, digestive system, nervous system, skeletal system, and muscular system of organisms are studied. It can be said that physiology is the study of how the body and all its parts functions. And physiology, it's also consists of two words named, that is physio and ology, where physio means nature and ology means study. So in simple we can say that physiology, the functions of various systems such as respiratory system, digestive system, nervous system, skeletal system, and muscular system of organisms are studied. Now come to the kinesiology. The word kinesiology is also made of two types, that is kinesis and logos. Kinesis means motion and logos means to study. So in simple words we can say that here we can say that we will study human anatomy, human physiology, and kinesiology. Hence it is essential for us to have a clear-cut understanding about human anatomy, human physiology, and kinesiology. Now come to the learning outcomes. The first learning outcome is definition and importance of anatomy, physiology, and kinesiology. The second learning outcome is functions of skeletal system, classification of bones and types of joints. Third is properties and functions of muscles. The fourth learning outcome is structure and functions of respiratory system and circulatory system. And the fifth and the last under this chapter, under this learning outcome, is that is equilibrium, that is dynamic and static and center of gravity and its application in sports. So now come to the first learning outcome, that is definition and importance of anatomy, physiology, and kinesiology. So come to the first point first, that is meaning and definition of human anatomy. So here human anatomy is the study of structure, shape, size, weight, and location of all the organs of the human body. So for example, the shape, size, weight, structure, and location of all the organs of the excretory system such as lungs, kidneys, large intestine, liver, skin, etc. are studied in human anatomy. And human anatomy can be defined as a science dealing with human body and structure and relationship among structures. Now come to the next, that is meaning and definition of human physiology. So here human physiology is the study of all the systems of human body and their mutual relationship. In fact, through human anatomy we come to know about the mutual functions of all the organs of our body. For example, I am giving one example, that is as a result of human physiology we can get the knowledge of functions of human heart. Human physiology can be defined as a science of dealing with the study of human body and functions. Now come to the meaning and definition of kinesiology. So before only I told you the word kinesiology is derived from the Greek word kinesis and logos. Kinesis means motion, and logos means to study. So kinesiology means the study of motions. In simple word, kinesiology is a branch of physiology that studies mechanics and anatomy in relation to human movement. So kinesiology addresses physiological biological, biochemical, and psychological mechanism of movement. So, without appropriate knowledge of anatomy and physiology, we cannot understand kinesiology. Yes. So, we have already learned the meaning and definitions of physiology, kinesiology, and anatomy. So, now come to the importance of anatomy, physiology, and kinesiology in physical education. So, first important, that is, anatomy provides the knowledge of structure of various organs. For example, here I am telling you the main this one. Human anatomy provides the detailed knowledge of the structure of various organs of body. We get the knowledge of structure, shape, size, location, and weight of organs of all the systems of the body. And here we come to know about the length of various organs, such as the length, size, and shape of the bones. With the help of anatomy, we get the knowledge of the percentage of white fibers and red fibers present in an individual. As a result of such knowledge, the teachers and the coaches working in the field of physical education and sports may easily select the suitable sports according to the traits of students. Now come to the next point, that is, physiology provides the knowledge about the functions of various organs. Exactly. Here, physiology provides detailed knowledge about the functions of various organs of body. Here, we get the knowledge of capacities or capabilities of cardiovascular system with the help of physiology. We also get a detailed knowledge about the functions of nervous system, muscular system, excretory system, etc. So, for imparting physical training, a physical trainer should have proper knowledge of physiology. Now come to the next, is useful in the prevention of sports injury. This is the main and important point. And here, sports injuries such as strain, sprain, contusion, fracture, dislocation of joints, etc. These are a common phenomenon in the field of games and sports. And generally, it is seen that every sports person falls prey to some or other sports injuries during his or her sports career. The proper knowledge of human anatomy, physiology, and kinesiology can prevent sports injuries up to some extent during sports training and competitions. That is why protective equipment in games and sports are used to provide protection to the soft and delicate organs. In fact, the appropriate knowledge about the mutual functions of bones and muscles, tendons, and ligament is really helpful in the prevention of sports injuries. Now come to the next point, that is, facilitates preparation of training programs. In here also it is a very good point. Good training programs can be planned for different sports persons with the help of appropriate knowledge of human anatomy and physiology. And as a matter of fact, good training programs can only be planned if physical education teachers or coaches have some basic knowledge of physiological capacities or limitations of every sports person. The knowledge of structures and physiological limitations or capacities of sports person can be derived only through human anatomy and physiology. So, anatomy and physiology are helpful in the planning of training programs. Now come to the next point. That is, helps to know about chemical changes during the exercises of an individual. Helps to know about chemical changes during the exercises to the individual. Here, when we participate in games and sports or do physical exercises, a number of chemical changes take place in our body. The knowledge of such chemical changes can be achieved only through human physiology. So, on the basis of this knowledge, the essential or required changes can be done in the balanced diet, and consequently, the sports performance of a sports person can be enhanced. Now come to the last point, that is helpful in providing first aid to sports person. Exactly, this is the very important point. The first aid, helpful in providing first aid to sports person. It is quite natural to get injured during daily practice and competition. If first aid is not provided in time to the wounded person, the consequences can be more. A first aider should have a proper knowledge of all the organs of various systems of the body. Only then can first aid be provided appropriately. Indeed, the knowledge of human anatomy provides a firm base for the protection and treatment of wounded sportsperson. Thank you, students. See you in the next class.